Hi everyone, Michelle from Vault Property Management here, coming to you on this glorious Friday afternoon. Just wanting to talk about fixed and periodic leasing agreements. So what is a fixed term agreement? It is what the name suggests. It's a fixed term tenancy and it's set for a certain amount of time, so either a 6 or a 12-month lease. And this is set out in the lease agreement. Once the initial fixed term agreement ends, you and your tenant can agree to a further fixed term lease, so another 6 or 12 months. If this term isn't set, the lease automatically reverts into a periodic, which is a month-to-month agreement, which continues until either the landlord or the tenant give notice. A fixed term agreement will also specify the amount and timing of any rent increases. In most states, you can up the rent every 12 months, but please make sure you get some advice from your property manager before making any commitments around rental increases. The biggest benefit I see of a fixed term tenancy is 100% financial security. Not only do you have guaranteed income, you have peace of mind being able to forecast and budget for any expenses or refurbishment works. The downside is you can only end the tenancy if your tenant agrees to this. So if your circumstances change, you need to sell, renovate, or even demolish the building, you could be forced to wait until the end of the agreement. This doesn't mean you are stuck if your tenant doesn't behave though. Even with a fixed term tenancy, you can evict a tenant who, for instance, doesn't pay their rent on time, maliciously damages the property, uses it to commit a crime, or brings in housemates without your consent. Again, notice periods do differ from state to state, so please ensure you speak with your property manager before taking any action. Next, I'd like to talk about a periodic tenancy. Periodic tenancy is a month-to-month agreement that continues until either party gives notice. This has to be in writing and must specify when the agreement will end. The rules around the amount of notice required, again, can vary from state to state, but landlords generally need to give more notice than the tenant. The pros and cons of a periodic tenancy: flexibility is by far the greatest advantage of a periodic tenancy. As long as you adhere to the notice requirements for your state, you can ask the tenant to leave at any time. This is perfect if you're looking to do major works, move into the home yourself, or want to sell up with vacant possession. However, there is a trade-off. Obviously, your tenant has the same flexibility, and you could potentially find yourself with a vacant property with no rental income coming in. This is not so much a problem in high demand areas with low vacancy rates. But if your tenant leaves at a quiet time in the leasing market, around that Christmas period, you'll be out of pocket for an undetermined period, which can play havoc on your personal finances. This is especially if rent is covering your mortgage payments, right? So if you're choosing between a fixed term or a periodic tenancy, it will come down to what works best for you and the tenant at the time, where your property is, or even the time of year. This is where expert property managers, like the ones at Vault Property Management, can use their local knowledge to provide you with the guidance, helping you make the best informed decision for your investment property. So please feel free to pick up the phone and call 1300 193 290 and speak to our specialist team of property managers. We're here waiting for your call and ready to help you. Thank you for watching my video today. Please have a great weekend, enjoy this glorious sunshine, and take care of yourselves.